Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Thursday, March 2nd, 2017, and I'm Dillon Craig.
And I'm Katelyn Rivera.
Today's top stories include Panda Express coming to Stephenville and the end of a manhunt in Mississippi.
These stories and more are coming up next on Texan TV.
In campus news, Haley Smith has the latest on Tarleton's talent show.
Thanks, guys. RHA, the Residence Hall Association, is teaming up with Pencus, People Against Not Knowing University Spirit, to host the talent show. The talent show starts tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. in the ballrooms in the Barry V. Thompson Student Center. Performers will have buckets with their names on them, and the audience is encouraged to put change in the performer's bucket that they feel has the most talent. The act with the most money in their bucket at the end of the show wins. Proceeds from this event will go towards the ADA Foundation for Diabetes Research. Come out and support your favorite act. This is Haley Smith reporting from the ballrooms in the Student Center. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Haley. Make sure to check out the talent show tonight to see some Texans with awesome talents.
In local news, it looks like Stephenville is getting another new restaurant. The City Planning and Zoning Commission rezoned 2 parcels of land next to Pastafina, and according to the Flash today, one of them is expected to be the site of a Panda Express. No word yet on what might be going in on the second parcel. We'll keep you updated when we learn more.
And now today's Texas national and international news from the Associated Press. Texas's top law enforcement agency is investigating how Baylor University handled reports of sexual assault and physical assaults over multiple years. The Texas Rangers reported Wednesday that they are working with McLennan County Prosecutor's Office to determine if further action is warranted. Baylor officials say an internal investigation found at least 17 women reported being sexually assaulted by 19 football players in recent years. The university has been engulfed in the scandal since 2015, when football player Trayvon Blatchard was suspended after a woman's request for a protective order was granted. Last month, new football coach Matt Rule fired an assistant strength and conditioning coach who had been arrested in a prostitution sting.
In national news, a trail of mayhem that began last week in a suburban Mississippi apartment ended Wednesday morning when a stolen SUV, chased by police, flipped in a fiery crash in a rural Kansas field. In between, authorities suspect 28-year-old Alex Deaton killed 2 people, shot 3 others, and stole 4 vehicles. Authorities say Deaton's spree began February 22nd at the apartment of 30-year-old Heather Robinson in Brandon, Mississippi. They believe that Deaton strangled Robinson after she said that she wanted to break off their relationship. Officials in Mississippi, Kansas, and New Mexico are investigating Deaton, although Mississippi authorities appear likely to get first crack at prosecuting him because both the killings he's being investigated for happened there. Fisher and Rankin County Sheriff Brian Bailey said Mississippi will seek to extradite Deaton from Ellsworth County, Kansas, where he is jailed.
In international news, Russian-backed rebels are taking over scores of factories and mines in eastern Ukraine, many of them belonging to a tycoon whose foundation has been the largest provider of humanitarian aid to a war-battered population. The moves announced Wednesday by the rebels came after a weeks-long blockade of the east by Ukrainian nationalists and right-wingers. The blockade has seriously disrupted trade on both sides, cutting off much of the coal shipments to government-controlled territory and impeding shipments from the mills and factories that are the East's economic backbone. The blockade has raised the already high tensions in Ukraine, where a war between government forces and separatist rebels has killed more than 9,800 people in eastern Ukraine since April 2014. For more of today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. Democrats are calling for Attorney General Jeff Sessions to recuse himself from the investigation of the Trump campaign's contacts with Russia. The Justice Department confirms Sessions spoke with Russia's U.S. ambassador twice during the campaign. Sessions, during his confirmation hearings, denied any talks with the Russians. Tens of thousands of Syrians are stranded in the desert, trying to get away from their country's civil war. The UN is ramping up aid deliveries to the area. Severe weather and powerful winds have caused damage across the southeast. Storm warnings and watches were in effect for North and South Carolina. And some British Airways passengers needed a new plane to fly from London to San Francisco. The first one was grounded when someone spotted a mouse on board. The second plane took off 4 hours late. Matt Small, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
For everything everything in the world of entertainment, we'll find out who the new headliner at Coachella is to replace Beyonce is. So we'll take a look at the AP Showbiz Minute.
AP Showbiz Minute. Attention little monsters, Lady Gaga is coming to Coachella. The diva announced Tuesday night she'll be performing at the music festival for both weekends in April. Gaga will take the headlining spot that had been Beyoncé's. The superstar announced last week that her doctors recommended she bow out as she's pregnant with twins. Warren Beatty says Academy of Motion Pictures president Cheryl Boone Isaacs should publicly clarify what happened during Sunday night's Best Picture presentation as soon as possible. Beatty declined to comment further on the debacle that led to him and co-presenter Faye Dunaway mistakenly reading La La Land as Best Picture winner rather than Moonlight. Barack and Michelle Obama have book deals. The former president and first lady have signed with Penguin Random House, the publisher announced Tuesday. Financial terms were not disclosed for the books, which several publishers had competed for, although the deals are likely to be in the tens of millions of dollars. This is Lizzie Knight with AP Showbiz Minute.
Well, how about those Oscars? According to the National Weather Service, today will be sunny of high with 63 and a low of around 36, and Friday will be another cool day with a high of 66 and a low of 46. Enjoy the spring weather, Texans.
For the latest news on sports this week, we turn to Ashley Inge.
Thanks, guys. Rosellis Williams, a Tarleton sophomore from Mineral Wells, was selected to compete in the NCAA Indoor Track and Field Championships at the Birmingham Crossplex in Birmingham, Alabama on March 9th through the 11th. Williams will compete in the high jump at the NCAA Championships. Williams jumped an indoor career best at the Lone Star Indoor Track and Field Championships. This will also be Williams' first time to qualify for the Indoor Championships. This is Ashley Inge reporting from the Wisdom Gym. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ashley. This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.
Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune into Northland Cable Channel 9.
You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news.
Today's broadcast was produced by Brittany Scott, Ashley Inge, and Haley Smith. Have a wonderful day, Texans.